It is a dark, cold night on the battle lines of World War I. A young American soldier crouches in the mud. His stomach growls louder than the guns around him. Just then, a sweet smell of hot oil drifts through the air. He looks up and sees local villagers handing out paper cones filled with long golden potato sticks. He bites one, tastes pure joy, and shouts to his friends, "Hey, try these amazing French fries." But here is the strange part. He is not in France at all. So why did he give them that name? Keep listening, smash the like button, and hit subscribe right now so you do not miss the answer. Trust me, the surprise hiding inside this simple snack will flip your view of food history upside down. Long before that soldier ever tasted a fry, farmers along the Meuse River, today in Belgium, faced a big problem. Every winter, the river froze. They could no longer catch the small fish that fed their families. One clever cook had an idea. Potatoes were cheap and stored well through winter. "Let's cut potatoes into thin strips shaped like fish," the cook said, "and fry them in the same hot fat we use for fish." It worked. The taste was warm and crispy, the texture soft inside. The villagers survived the cold months. They spoke French, not because they were from France, but because the region used that language. Remember that detail. It is the seed of the great name mix-up we still use today. Jump ahead 100 years. Paris is buzzing with fancy parties. Rich folks love new foods, and travelers bring fried potato sticks into the city. Street sellers around the Pont Neuf Bridge call them pommes frites, which simply means fried potatoes. They are cheap, hot, and tasty. Soon, cookbooks in France print the recipe. When people read it, they think, it must be French. Meanwhile, the original Belgian towns are small and quiet. Their voices do not reach the big cities, and no newspapers rush to write their story. The world hears the loud Paris bell and forgets the softer Belgian whisper. Hold that thought. In a bit, you will see how a single word in one diary changed restaurant menus forever. Now picture 1802 in the United States. Thomas Jefferson, the third American president, invites guests to dinner. On the table he sets potatoes served in the French manner. The guests love them. They copy the dish at home and call it French fried potatoes. Cookbooks spread the phrase across the country. By 1856, the name is locked in print. Notice something. No one checks where the fries were first made. They only focus on two things. Jefferson liked them, and he got the recipe from France. That simple link stamps the French label on a Belgian food. But the story is not over. 2 world wars soon change everything again. In World War I, American troops march through French-speaking Belgium, meet villagers, and taste fries for the first time. They hear French words, so they assume the snack is French. Letters home praise French fries, and the American newspapers copy the term. After the war, drive-ins and diners boom. Burgers and French fries become the power couple of fast food. Belgium tries to correct the error, yet America's booming voice is now louder than any European protest. Here is a fun twist. In 2003, the United States and France argue about the Iraq War. To show anger, some US lawmakers rename the dish Freedom Fries in their cafeteria. Reporters laugh, but regular people ignore the change. Within months, the menu returns to French fries. Why did the new name fail? Because the old name rolls off the tongue easily, and people do not like long, awkward phrases. Scientists call this fluency bias. If a word is short and familiar, our brains glue to it, so even a big political fight could not break the French label loose. Let us zoom back to Belgium. In 2014, Belgians asked UNESCO to list their fry culture as an important world tradition. They explained that every town has a tiny fry shack called a frietkot, using special beef fat and a careful 2-step frying method. France quietly pushes its own claim for historic fries. Tourist offices trade colorful posters, each boasting the true home of fries. But search online and you still see French fries ranked far above Belgian fries. The internet, like a giant copy machine, keeps reproducing the old name. Why does this matter? Because the words we use shape who gets credit and who earns tourist dollars. Imagine inventing something amazing and watching another country's name stuck to it forever. Still, there is a bright side. Without the catchy French fries, the snack might never have leapt across oceans so fast. The wrong label became a rocket booster, spreading the food to every corner of the planet. So Belgium's error is also its silent victory. Think about that odd trade-off while we uncover one last shock. Modern chefs test new oils and fancy salts, but the classic Belgian fry uses beef tallow and a double fry. First at a low heat to cook the inside, then at a high heat to crisp the outside. That method traps steam, making the inside fluffy and the outside crunchy. Fast food chains often skip the first step to save time, so their fries can turn limp quickly. If you have only tasted fast food fries, you have never met the real deal. When you do, you will wonder how you ever accepted less. Could teaching this simple fact finally push people to say Belgian fries? Or is the French tag too strong to beat? I promise an answer soon. But first, hit like if you are enjoying this tasty mystery, and make sure you are subscribed so you do not miss our next wild journey. Okay, final reveal. Linguists who study brand names say habits are like deep rivers. Once a word flows into daily talk, changing it is harder than moving mountains. But there is hope. Young people on social media love fresh facts. TikTok videos showing the double fry magic get millions of views. Some restaurants now print Belgian-style fries on menus. Step by step, the true story is crawling back. Will it win someday? That depends on you and everyone else learning this hidden history. Each time you share the tale, the river carves a new path. We have traveled from frozen rivers in the 1600s to modern internet debates. We learned how a small naming mistake, born in a muddy trench, painted the entire planet's map of taste. We saw how language power, war stories, and catchy words can rewrite reality. And we found the sweet irony. The wrong name helped the right snack conquer the world. If this story popped your mind like hot oil, please smash that like button right now. Make sure you hit subscribe so you never miss another adventure from Global Geo Insights. And tell us in the comments, should we keep saying French fries out of habit or change the name to Honor Belgium? Your voice could be the next step in this crispy debate. Thanks for listening, and see you on our next trip through the hidden paths of our planet's favorite surprises.